If your profits are not matching your dreams, well, it's not your fault. Everything you've been told about marketing and running a business was built for giant corporations. Of course, if you have Coca-Cola's $3.3 billion marketing budget, no need to listen on. But if you're close to $3.3 billion short of Coke's budget, how would you like a simple, proven and tested way, designed for small businesses like yours, that can double your profits with little time, effort or expense on your part? In fact, what if I could give you a small business profit formula that will create massive exponential growth for you, starting immediately? So, first a behind the scenes look at how we find small businesses money, then we'll get on to the 10k in 45 minutes challenge, where I see if I can find your business 10k. Yes, in 45 minutes. If you ask any small business owner what they need most in their business, you pretty much get the same two answers every time: more clients and more revenue. But here's the problem. That isn't what most business owners want. Oh sure, they want more clients. But what does it take to produce more clients? First, you must generate leads, and then you must convert those leads into clients. By breaking down the end result of wanting more clients into the vital components required to generate them, namely leads and conversions, you can now put together a specific strategy and plan of action to attain that end result. As for revenue, what does it take to produce more revenue? First, once you generate leads and convert those leads into clients, those leads will be paying you a specific value for what you sell. So sale value is the first component in the revenue equation, but it doesn't stop there. You have expenses to pay, and those expenses come directly out of that revenue that you just generated. So the next revenue component to consider is your margin. How much of that revenue do you actually get to put into your pocket? But you're still not done. If your client only buys from you the one time, you're right back where you started. Now you need to generate a new batch of leads and convert them into clients. What if instead you could compel your clients to increase the number of transactions they complete with you year after year? Now you have something to build upon. Here's the bottom line. There are 5 critical steps that every small business owner must address in order to attract new clients and generate more revenue. They are leads, conversions, average sale value, number of transactions, and profit margin. So let's back up those steps with some specific numbers to illustrate exactly how this works. To double your profits and create exponential growth, you have to start with a baseline. That means you have to know your current numbers in each of the 5 critical areas. So you first need to work out exactly where your numbers are right now. Once you have them, you can work out what you need to do to double those profits and make sure that you spend your time doing what you should be doing. So let's start with leads. Let's say your current baseline is 1,000 leads per year. Your current conversion rate is 25%, meaning 1 out of every 4 people you sit in front of agrees to buy from you. So that means you can convert 250 of those 1,000 leads into clients. Let's assume your number of annual transactions equals 10, so each of your 250 clients buys what you sell 10 times each year. Let's further assume your average sale value is $100. So your 250 clients are buying a $100 product or service from you 10 times each year, for a total annual revenue of $250k. However, you have to subtract out all of your expenses, like rent, mortgage, salaries, marketing, cost of goods, and so on. In this example, let's assume your profit margin is 25%, which leaves you with a profit of $62,500. The trick now is to find a way to increase each of the 5 critical metrics for your business. With the help of our world-class e-learning system, we're going to provide you with a multitude of ways to increase these 5 metrics. So we'll help you increase leads, conversions, your number of transactions, your average sale value, and your overall profit margin. Okay, we'll cover all 5 of these metrics in this video. And let's start with leads. Suppose we provide you with 19 separate and distinct strategies to dramatically increase your leads. These strategies are field tested and proven to work. Each strategy walks you step by step through its implementation and execution. So all that's required of you is the application of the information. For example, one of the most effective and powerful ways to generate leads today is through targeted direct mail campaign. A campaign means multiple mailings, since each single mailing seldom produces positive results. Unfortunately, most business owners never attempt a direct mail campaign because of the expense involved. One of our 19 lead generation strategies teaches you how to execute a direct mail campaign to as many homes as you want to, and to do it all for free. All this strategy requires from you is a minimal amount of your time. How many leads would you generate if you could send a compelling marketing message, which by the way we help you create, to a list of 50,000 highly qualified and targeted prospects that are actively searching for what you sell? A qualified list like this typically generates up to an 18% response rate, which when mailing to 50,000 homes will produce 9,000 fresh leads. But suppose you decide to test this strategy by starting out smaller. Let's say you elect to initially mail to only 1,000 prospects. A typical 18% response rate still produces 180 new leads. And that's using just one of the 19 strategies we can give to you. Let's discuss several other strategies. What if we could show you how to double the number of leads using a networking strategy, or how to implement a no-cost yet highly effective referral program, or how to set up lucrative strategic endorsement partnerships where other businesses sell your product or service on your behalf? Or perhaps you would like to use a presentation strategy where you host an online presentation highlighting what you do using a webinar or teleseminar. These strategies are just a drop in the bucket when it comes to helping you generate all the leads your business can handle. But whichever one or more of these strategies you elect to use for your business, do you think you could conservatively generate at least 10% more leads by using them? So instead of generating 1,000 leads per year, which was our original number, would you say conservatively that you could easily generate 1,100 leads per year? That's a measly 8 additional leads per month. And remember, that's leads, not clients. That works out to just 1 additional lead every 4 days. With 19 powerful and proven lead generation strategies backing you up, would you agree that this is an ultra conservative figure? Okay, now let's tackle that second critical step, your conversion rate. Your conversion rate is where a prospect becomes a client. They agree to buy what you sell. This simply means you found a way to compel their decision-making process, so they chose you over your competition. What if we could help you convert your leads and close a sale every time? What if we could give you a pricing strategy that's so powerful it would completely remove price from your prospect's buying decision? And what if we could teach you how to write powerful marketing and advertising copy, along with persuasive sales scripts, and have you write all of them better than 95% of all copywriters alive today? What if your copy was so compelling and persuasive that it would position your business as the only logical choice for your prospects to buy from? Suppose we could give you a strategy that would teach you how to add so much value to what you sell that you could charge double the price that your competitors charge, and your prospects wouldn't think twice about paying you that amount. And what if we could teach you how to completely eliminate any barriers to entry for your prospects? So, would you like our strategy for that? And how to create irresistible offers that practically force your prospects to buy from you. And perhaps most important, what if we could hand you an entire drip campaign for your prospects, who didn't initially buy from you. A drip campaign is a series of follow-up communications, usually email or direct mail, that continuously nurtures your prospects until they're finally ready to make the purchase. Did you know that typical prospects don't buy from you until they receive a minimum of 6 marketing messages? Are you currently sending out a minimum of 6 follow-up messages to your current prospects? If not, you're leaving a fortune on the table. With all these conversion strategies working for you, would you agree it would be easy to increase your conversion rate from our original 25% to perhaps 50%? Of course, but let's keep our numbers ultra conservative. Would you agree that conservatively you would have no problem whatsoever increasing your conversion rate a meagre 10%, from 25% to 27.5%? So now we're converting 27.5% of our 1100 leads, which totals 302 clients. Now let's work on the number of transactions per client. Let's implement a series of strategies that will compel our clients to buy from us more often. What if we could teach you how to condition your clients to purchase from you more often? As an example, how many times have you looked in the mirror 3 weeks after getting your hair cut and noticed you were beginning to look a little shaggy? You call the hair salon to book an appointment and they schedule you to come in 2 weeks later. What if we could teach this hair salon a strategy that would compel their clients to automatically book their next haircut at 3-week intervals and commit to this at their initial appointment each time? Do you realise that just that one strategy alone would increase this salon's total revenue by 70%? Or consider a florist. Most guys buy flowers for their better half once a year, maybe. Suppose we could teach a florist how to set up a continuity program called Lover of the Year, where a guy could come into the florist shop once a year and select a pre-arranged package of flowers, gifts and cards, each targeting a special date that calendar year, such as Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, her birthday, your anniversary, and perhaps one day as a special out of the blue just thinking of you day. Each package they select would include a specific floral arrangement that fits each unique occasion, a special gift that she will treasure forever, and a romantic card containing a special handwritten message. All of this can be taken care of in about 20 minutes. The florist will guarantee to deliver each arrangement on the appropriate date and send an email reminding the guy the day before so you don't forget the occasion, and to confirm that each delivery will be made on time. The florist could also finance the entire cost of this program over 12 months and charge the guy's credit card a set amount each month to make this program an affordable no-brainer. Guys love this because the entire year is planned out in advance and they don't have to make their typical last-minute dash to the store to pick something up for each occasion. Do you realise this florist just conditioned their client to buy from them 5 times per year instead of just once? And do you think this one guy will tell 4 or 5 of his friends about this unique program? Of course he will. Did you know that a version of this strategy can be adapted to work for almost any business in almost any industry? We can show you how to implement this strategy for your business as well. So looking back to our original numbers and remaining ultra conservative, we could assume it would be fairly simple to use strategies like this to easily increase our 10 visits each year to just 11 visits. Now let's consider your average sale value. This is the price you charge for what you sell. So what if we could help you implement a series of targeted strategies that would allow you to instantly increase your sales price with no effect whatsoever on your conversion rate? Did you know that price is one of the least understood components when it comes to small business ownership? Let me explain. Suppose you sell a product for 100 and the net profit on that product is 15%. That means that after you pay the rent, the salaries, the commissions, the cost of goods, the utilities, and everything else that goes into your business, you put only 15 of that $100 into your bank account. So what would happen if you increase that price by a measly 5%? Do you see that additional 5% is pure profit? Typically, there are no additional expenses that must be factored into determining your net profit. In fact, your net profit just increased from $15 to $20. That means your profit on this one product just increased by 33.33%. So consider this real-life example. Let's say you're in a health club that offers a package of health services for $60 and you presently have 300 clients enrolled in this program. That means your total revenue is $18,000. You operate on a 25% net profit margin, so your net profits are $4,500 per month. Suppose you raise your price by just $4 per month, or 6.6%. You just increased your net profit by 26.67%, or $1,200 per month. For some people, that's a house payment, or at least a brand new Mercedes. But if you're worried that raising your price even $4 may lead to some clients cancelling their membership, then listen to this. As a health club owner, you would have to lose 63 clients out of 300 from this program just to get back to your original net profits. In other words, you could lose 63 members and it would have zero impact on your original profits. Do you really think 63 out of 300 clients would drop your program over $4 per month? Especially if you offer more value than any of your competitors. We can teach you the latest pricing strategies and positioning tactics that will allow you to raise your price substantially without affecting your conversion or retention rates. So looking back on our original numbers, do you think with strategies like this in place you could conservatively increase your original $100 price point to $110? So now your total revenue has increased to $365,000. Finally, we must look at your profit margin. Everything we have just talked about is basically worthless if you aren't making a profit on each and every sale you make. We're going to help you implement strategies that will dramatically increase your profit margins. We can teach you ways to slash your costs without affecting your day-to-day business operations. We can show you how to use the art of barter to significantly reduce or completely eliminate many of your day-to-day expenses. Accounting, bookkeeping, printing, ads, office supplies, and other everyday business expenses can be dramatically reduced or possibly eliminated by following our barter strategies. Do you also realise that you can see a huge increase in your profit margins just by properly identifying and then targeting your ideal client? This ties into the 80-20 rule, which states that 20% of your clients generate 80% of your total profits. If you can replace the 80% of low margin clients with more of the 20% high margin group, you will see your margins explode, sometimes by as much as 16 times. Another example has to do with separating your business from your competition by becoming unique in what you do. Setting yourself apart from the herd creates a massive competitive advantage that can skyrocket your profit margins. As an example, one of our clients used to manufacture more than 1,000 different types of ceramic tiles and accessories. He voluntarily discontinued 80% of his products, focusing his sales and development efforts only on those products that gave him a competitive edge. The result has been a rebirth of his company. He's doubled his profit margin and increased his sales. So, let's assume you implement just one of these strategies. And keeping our numbers, as always, ultra conservative, let's say your profit margins go to 25% to 27.5%. We now go from our original profit figure of 62.5 up to $100,490. So now we have over $100,000 in profit. You've almost doubled our profits, which was our original goal. Not too bad. But what if I could show you instead how you could easily increase these percentages? Instead of increasing them by a meagre 5 or 10% as we did in our examples, what if we could increase them by an incredible 50%? Imagine this. What if we provide you with 20 simple and easy ways to increase your leads, and 20 ways to increase your conversions, and 20 ways to increase your average sale value, and 20 ways to increase your number of transactions, and 20 ways to increase your profit margins? Our upsell, cross-sell and downsell strategies alone often produce more immediate revenue increases, in excess of 30%. Do you think you could easily achieve a mere 1% overall profit increase per week? That 1% increase per week, with 2 weeks off for vacation each year, equals a staggering 64% increase with the power of compounding. So what happens to our numbers now? And let's say we miss a few weeks. Let's be conservative. And let's say just 50%. Well, starting from our baseline of 1,000 clients, we now have 1,500. And instead of 25% conversion rate, we now have a 37.5% conversion rate. That means we now have 562 clients. These clients now come and see us 15 times per year instead of 10 times. Our average sale value has gone up from $100 to $150, and when we put all these numbers together, that brings us to $1,265,625 in total revenue. However, we now have a 37.5% profit margin, which gives us $474,609 of profit. So, starting with just $62,500, a 50% increase over these 5 basic areas, has delivered the better part of $500,000 to our bottom line. I think that's a little better than double our original profits. Wouldn't you agree? This is the power you can tap into by following our e-learning system. This not only can double or triple your profits, but it can also create exponential growth for your business, starting today. When you use all of our tools, resources and templates, along with the powerful audio and video training we make available to you, you will immediately begin to see results just like this. So now you're probably thinking to yourself, all of this sounds just too good to be true. So rather than just take my word for all of it, why don't I prove it to you? And I'll prove it to you for free. I'll prove to you this is everything I just said it is, and more, by putting a large sum of money directly into your pocket. If you will invest just 45 minutes of your time with me, I'll find you a minimum of $10,000 in additional untapped revenue that you can put into your pocket immediately. I know that sounds too good to be true, but I assure you that it's not only true, but it's very easy to do. You see, my partners and I have worked with thousands of business owners all over the world. We've discovered that none of them are applying some very simple and easy marketing strategies that can unleash tens of thousands of dollars in hidden revenue in just a matter of minutes. So give me 45 minutes of your valuable time, and using just a few simple marketing strategies, I'll find you at least $10,000, and often much more. For example, I'll show you the powerful online marketing techniques we use to drive more traffic to your website through Google, Facebook, LinkedIn and Twitter. I'll show you how to laser target your email and direct mail so that you reach only those prospects that you really want as your customers, and so dramatically increase your marketing return on investment. In fact, I can show you a strategy you can use immediately to send out your very own direct mail marketing campaign to more than 50,000 qualified leads for free. I'll show you a paint-by-numbers template that will reveal the secrets to writing marketing and advertising that is so compelling it practically forces your prospects to buy what you sell. This template is so powerful and simple to use that I can hand it to a 6th grader and they will be able to write better marketing than 95% of professional copywriters. So let's get started. All I want you to do is complete the short $10,000 request form below, so we can schedule a day and time to meet. We can do the entire 45-minute session over the phone, so it's super convenient for you. And when we speak, let me make you 2 promises right up front. First, I won't try to sell you anything. The only thing I'm going to do when we speak is find you $10,000. And second, I promise you this $10,000 in 45 minutes is a real offer. And the $10,000 I find you is real money. This offer is not a trick or some kind of hocus-pocus bullshit. At the end of our meeting, you'll be at least $10,000 richer. So you're probably asking yourself right now, what's the catch? And maybe, why does this guy want to help me for free? And it's free because the best way to show people I can help them is to actually help them. I know this is a novel concept in marketing today. Usually you get semi-famous people, frogs, lizards and geckos, clowns, mouthing slogans. But I like to be different. I like to make a difference, to help people, because some of them want to become a client. And I've just about finished a book on this called How Any Business Can Find 10K in 45 Minutes. My editor says I need some case studies, so I'd like to include your business in my book. Either named, if you'd like the publicity, or anonymous. Your choice. So complete the form right now, and here's to your success.